Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is John. If this is your first time, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. And if you like what you hear, leave me a like. So, we are in the middle of a high-ticket affiliate marketing progressive series based around a program that is in this first video here. So if this is your first time joining us, head over to this video here and you can get started. We're right in the middle of this progressive series. We are on day 15, I believe. And we, you can join and watch this right now, watch this video. You're going to be a little lost, I think. We're right in the middle of it. So basically this series just goes over how I use this platform to earn over $7,500 per week within 3 months. And if you don't know who I am, my name is John. Like I said before, I am a high-ticket affiliate marketer. I have been in marketing for over 10 years, in affiliate marketing for the past 5. And this program, or this series, is based around a program that you'll find right here in this first video. If you want to join, there's a link in the description. I'll take you over there right now, and we will. I'll show you where that link is and how you can access it. If you just click on this first video here, give it a second to catch up here. My connection is crappy today. Anyway, it's going to be this link right here. If you click this link, that's going to take you to the program that we're going over, and you can join that program with that and then follow along day by day, step by step, as we start earning over the next 3 months, 6 months, and you'll be able to just do exactly what I do, step by step, every single day. But first, head over and watch this first video here, because it's going to walk you through this program, and it's going to show you, what I've been able to earn with it, and what you can start earning with it too over the period of a few months. So, step 1, head over to this series here. I'm just gonna pull something up. I will be right back. All right, so let's carry on. So, today, jumping into this video, what we're going to do today is we are going to talk a little bit about outsourcing, hiring, and getting some other people in that can kind of help you start scaling. The reason I'm bringing this up in this video here is because we're just over 2 weeks in right now, and I have quite a few people that are starting to actually climb up the ladder and really make some good money here. And as we near that, that month end, there's some steps that we can take to help scale, or even, and you don't have to do this at this time, right? This is just I'm going to show you guys what to do, how you can use this. When you get to that point, when you are making enough income that where you can start scaling and moving forward and doing more things. But so this is a good time to have this video, and we can touch on it later in some other videos. A good point when you can start using this. I started doing this around a month's time. You can start at 2 months, 3 months. It doesn't really matter when you do, but I'd like to give this. I'd like you guys to at least know how to do this, how I went about doing this, and how we can step up the game a little bit and start getting more and more sales coming in. And we're going to do that with outsourcing. So, for some of you who maybe are new to social media, you may not have this platform, this first platform that I'm going to touch on, but it is a great platform when you're starting to build a business. And like I said, some of you may not be at that point yet when you're fully ready to jump in and create this as a business for you. Maybe go create an LLC and jump into that. We're going to get into that a little bit later too, how you guys can easily start an LLC. And where you can go. We're going to add, I'm going to do a video on that too. Maybe next, or maybe the one after that. But when you're getting to this point, when you're getting a lot of sales coming in, and you're only one person, you start getting kind of busy with follow-ups and things like that, and some email marketing, which we're going to touch on too later. But I know that some of you right now are starting to get, quite a bit of sales coming in. I have some people messaging me, hey, what should I be doing with this? What should I be doing this? And so I'm going to try to touch on all those over the next couple videos here. But right now, what I'd like to get to is outsourcing. So the first platform we're going to talk about is LinkedIn. Now, I've been a professional in marketing for quite a few years, as I mentioned. So I do have quite an extensive LinkedIn built out. I do have quite a few followers on this platform. and I've kind of built this out over the years. This is a great platform when you're starting out and creating a business to utilize and start growing just your personal brand or your own business, or even as an individual. This is a good platform to use. It's a more professional social media platform, and you can connect with people that are more serious about commitments and looking into things like that. So we're not going to talk about LinkedIn growth today. What I'm going to talk to you about is a tool that you can use inside of LinkedIn, which is hiring. They have a jobs category right here when you sign up. Once you get signed up in LinkedIn, you can see it. I'm not going to do the sign up video. It's very basic. You can jump in, sign it up, and you can set up your profile however you want to set it up. I'll show you guys mine in a second, and you can easily find me if you just type my name in, John Artsberger. You can type that into LinkedIn, or you can follow the website in the description here, and you can find all my information there. Just jump into the website. It'll take you and show you all my social profiles, everything that you need to know about me. And you can find LinkedIn from that. But if you're starting out on LinkedIn, you're going to want to, once you create your account and get all started, you can hit this jobs button here. And what we're going to be doing is creating a job post, basically hiring some interns or some social media marketers. Now, I have a couple different job posts that I've tried. What I found worked the best for me on LinkedIn was hiring affiliate marketing interns. Now, these are people that I was going to hire and kind of teach this same thing that I'm teaching you guys over a period of a week, and I'm going to give them kind of some tasks to do and see what they can come up with as far as videos, and then we're going to make an agreement on either pay or what's going to come at the end of this. If there's a couple different ways you can go about it. It's really up to you what you can afford or what you feel comfortable offering an intern or somebody working with you, right? So maybe you don't have a lot of money. You can maybe charge them per video. We're going to get into another platform where I'm going to show you how to charge per video that somebody creates for you. But right now with this one, there's a couple different ways. Like I said, you can either hire them, one, as a full intern, unpaid, and you can see how they do over a week, and then make an agreement on what they will be paid either on a bi-weekly or monthly time frame. And or even if you find somebody really good with the content creation, you can pay them per video if you really want to. It's up to you with this. I went at a monthly term, and I will actually buy these people who are working and doing this into the program if they hit certain numbers, and I'll give them the money that they earn with it. So it's a little bit more complex what I'm doing with them, and maybe you don't feel comfortable doing that right now. Just 1 second. I'm going to pause this for 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, everybody. My boys have a day off today from school, so they're with me, and it's just a little bit loud in the house. So I'm trying to do multiple things at once. But I wanted to get this video out to you guys. So, all right, let's jump back into it. So this is the job description that I use in my job post for the intern affiliate marketing internship that I put out, right? And I put this out a couple months ago, and this is going to require a little bit of time and putting in some work, and you're going to have to maybe create some videos that you can kind of show them how to get started. But I kept it really basic. I made a couple videos just to show how to do how I wanted the content creation, and I sent them some videos that I wanted them to see how they could kind of replicate. And then I looked, this was over a period of a week, and then I looked at what they had done with those videos, and the people that I thought fit well, I went and made an agreement with and hired based on what I felt I could pay them, what they were worth, and what they agreed to work for. So it's the same as anything if you're hiring somebody. And if you're new to hiring somebody, it's really not a big deal. I'm going to lay it out here for you, the job description that you can use. And like I said, it's going to take a little bit of work to kind of be able to show them. But now that you're at this point where you're earning revenue, and even some of you who aren't, you're at the 2-week point where you've really created a ton of content. If you're following along and doing your 5 videos every day, you can easily explain to somebody else what it is that you are looking for them to do, right? So let's read over this job description. And so I created a company too, right? My company is called Interspace Media, and that's just my own thing. It's personal, and you guys can do whatever you want, whether you create a company or not. It's just once you get to that point, there are taxes and things involved with this where you can create an LLC and or a corporation, whatever, and it's up to you guys, right? When you do that, what you do and whatnot. So I wrote, Interspace Media is looking for affiliate marketing interns. This position starts with a month of on-the-job training. During this initial month, interns will learn the ins and outs of affiliate marketing, social media marketing, and lead generation. The main focus will be on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. You will be growing your own account, so be prepared to step out of the box. The intern will learn how to use and grow a following on each platform over a month. Once the month is finished, an assessment will take place and a full-time position may be offered. There will be perks with this position as well. And I'm not going to get into those perks, but you can offer some perks for people that would, maybe some things that you'd offer as an appreciation for the work they're doing. This initial month of training is unpaid, but bonuses may be available depending on how quickly you break through the learning curve. 2 hours each day is expected. Once this initial month of training is finished, interns will have a professional understanding of each platform as well as a following on each platform that they will be able to utilize for personal gain. Knowledge in itself is an everlasting currency. So when I say here on this that the internship is unpaid, that's because I'm not putting a wage to it right now. I don't want to set a wage on here because I don't want to get people that are just jumping in for a high amount. I'm not going to sit here and start bartering a wage with anybody. I want to see what they can do. Initially, I would like to see a video, and I will pay them. What I offered them is you create these videos for me during the first week. Just kind of get used to it. Not a video every day for the first week, but just create a video during the first week that I can look at. And I will give you something for that video. And I exchanged obviously money for that video, for each video of anybody who created it that I liked, and then I made a deal with them afterwards as to what I was doing. Some of them the deal was a little bit different. That was just because of the situation, and maybe they really wanted an opportunity but weren't quite where I wanted to see them at. So I said, okay, well maybe if you could do this for a couple weeks or the month, and then if it's turning out well, obviously you own those social media accounts, and you can and I will pay you to step in, or I'll actually buy them into the program that I'm working, which is a pretty good deal, right? If you guys have looked at what the program is, so and you should if you're following at this point, right? So that is what I used for LinkedIn for the job description, and I had quite a few. As you can see here, I had 53 applicants, 269 views, and I spoke with each one of them and set some appointments. So this is going to take some time, but you can easily do this and use this platform. It'll also still help you guys get set up on a more professional platform if you'd like to go that route. But I'm going to show you another one that anybody can use even without LinkedIn if maybe you don't feel like creating that. The reason I chose this one first, though, is because it is social media that we're dealing with, and if you're creating a professional image, it's nice to have yourself on a professional platform like LinkedIn, which is a very professional set platform. So next we are going to, and I'm going to leave this job description in the bottom of your document, your high ticket affiliate marketing daily checklist right here. I'm going to put it at the very bottom under outsourcing, and you guys can look it over and check out the different platforms and whatnot. We're only going to be talking about 2 of them today. I have 3 of them added here, but we're actually going to jump into Upwork tomorrow and do some and go a little more in depth with what I did with that. But for now, we did LinkedIn. We're going to jump over here to Indeed now, which is another platform. Oh, I didn't pull it up. Oh yeah, I did. Here it is. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I did here with Indeed. This is the next platform, by the way. It's called Indeed. I left a link to it that you guys can jump into. It's just a hiring platform. Now, with Indeed, you can target either a specific area, or you can make a remote job and kind of target, wherever you want, or even a specific area remotely. But I liked it because I was trying to stretch out a reach kind of close by or in my area I wanted to see. Eventually, I did just go with a remote position because there wasn't quite... On Indeed, you have to pay. If you want to sponsor, it's called sponsoring a job, and you pay for it, and it can get quite expensive, but you still can use a free job search. So I went with remote for free, and it seemed to work a lot better than picking an area and trying to post a free job, right? So same thing here. I actually used pretty much the same exact description that I used in LinkedIn. And I'm just going to show you exactly how you can sign up here. When you sign up to Indeed, you're going to click it's gonna ask you for all your information, and on the top right there's gonna be a little thing here that says for employers. Let me see if I pull it up, if it'll go to that section, just so you can see what I'm talking about, because I don't want you to post or go in the wrong area. Yeah, so right here, here's the main page of Indeed when you find it, and you can sign up right here with this little human-looking thing, icon, and right here where it says employers or post a job, you're going to click on that. And this is where you can post a job. Obviously, I've been using it a long time, and here is my affiliate marketing internship. I'm not going to click on it to show you the names of the people that had applied, but there's quite a few active. I've already contacted 27, and there's 4 new ones that I still have to contact. You're gonna have to play around with this a little bit to check it out. But to post a job, you go right up here in the top right where it says post a job. And you can start with a new post or use a previous job post or job template. And it's pretty easy to walk through. I'll jump into it a little bit to show you. I just think that Indeed works extremely well, especially if you don't have a LinkedIn already. Though I would advise LinkedIn's not a bad thing to jump into when you're starting something new, right? I mean, it's just a lot for some people, I guess, at the beginning. And you guys don't, like I said, this isn't for, if you're in your 2 weeks here and you're just getting a hold of things, you're posting in 3 different on 3 different social medias right now. You don't have to do this right now. I'm just showing you an option because I do know some people over the past 2 to 3 weeks that have already gotten to this point where they're looking for more and trying to really excel, and this is an option. So to post a job, you can go right here. You're hiring, your role in the hiring process, of course, pick whatever you are, owner, whatever. You can put your job title, affiliate marketing interns or internship. And right here's where I was talking about, where you can pick locations, either a specific place, like I live down in Houston, I could put Houston or Texas. You can pick multiple locations. I believe that may cost a little bit of money though for the multiple locations, unless you choose remote. And this is something that I kind of learned along the way, is remote, you can only have 1 free remote job post with this title, right, with an affiliate marketing internship. Now you can, as a little secret here, I'm going to tell you guys, you can create multiple free job posts, change this title. That's all really you have to do. You're going to have to play around with it. If it matches if it's too similar, then they won't let you, but you can actually create quite a few different job posts with the same title. And I'll show you here in just a second what I mean by that. Let me see if I can get back to my jobs. So you can see here, digital marketing sales, commission pay sales, digital marketing agency commission pay. I just changed the names of each one a little bit, and then I was able to post for free on each one, because it does get quite expensive posting as a paid job, right? It can get quite expensive, and in the beginning maybe you don't want to do that, right? Anyway, once you go down back here to the job post, you can click on remote, or wherever you guys want. I found remote worked excellent for this, and I could kind of have a wide variety of people and locations where they were. It worked really well. And then you see here it says advertising another location is a paid feature, and it is quite expensive. Anyway, hit save and continue. Oh, see, I already have, this is what I'm talking about, affiliate marketing internship, since I already have a job. Anyway, all that it's going to do is it's going to, when you go to post this, I'll see if I can change the title so I can just show you guys. It might let me do this or it might not, right, with just changing the title a little bit. Just 1 second, guys. Let me just look at something here. Okay. So yeah, full-time, part-time, either full-time or part-time. You can put whatever you want. I had put part-time because I'm just looking for part-time people right now. Not full-time, it's just a couple hours per day. Contract, temporary, internship. You can put internship or contract or temporary. Either one could work for this. It doesn't really matter. You guys are going to have to play around with this yourself. Then you go down and you pick what shift you're looking for, or just on call or weekend availability, whatever you're looking for. You can put Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday. There's more that you can pick. Day shift, other, something like that. How many people you're hiring? I just put 10, usually 5 or 10. How quickly do you need a hire? You can pick, 1 to 3 days, 3 to 7 days, whatever. Right, here's the compensation. So the only downfall to Indeed is they do want you to have, it works out a lot better if you have a pay range, and it's going to be hard to figure out, well, maybe you guys know what you'd be willing to pay somebody in the beginning, but I still, even though I have to pick a pay rate, I put in a pretty low amount, or you can even put in a maximum amount, and have that low and just kind of see who comes in, because in the job description it's still stating that, hey, this is a unpaid internship. Now with Indeed though, they do want to see that you have some kind of pay, so you can add in there is, what I do is in the job description is that this is going to be paid, but there is no set amount for pay, and I write that in the description so that it'll allow the job to go through. And I always pay them, right? These people, whatever deal we come up with when we are talking, that's what I stick with, right? And usually the first part of it is just kind of seeing what they can make the first couple days or a week, so I can see if they're even able to really start doing this at all. And I give them that first week kind of as a grace period to learn what they can, and then present me with a video, and so I can see and think, okay, well, this guy could work out, or maybe he won't work out. And the same thing here, you can just pick and go through. But anyway, this is very self-explanatory. You can literally copy the description right here. I'm going to leave it in the checklist. And then I also wanted to go over this once you do hire. So when you do hire somebody, I just make a checklist, an outsourcing hiring template, and I have this blank right now because I left this in the checklist as well. So I just put name, the date they're hired, platform, pay, and any notes that I need. Now you can also create a little something here for like video link or something like that, and you can have them add their video links to whatever videos they do. You can have them add a link to that video whenever they actually produce these for you to take a look at and kind of monitor as you're going along. But this is where you kind of, you can just use this. If you want to add to this, go ahead, add to it. There's a couple additions on mine, but this is a good template for you guys to use when you are hiring. And you just put their name, the date hired, the platform, the pay, the platform that you hired them from, right? Whether it be Upwork, Indeed, or LinkedIn. That way you can easily track them down. Pay, any notes, and the video link. And it's good to have, I would say in the beginning, maybe 5 people would work, because it is going to take a little bit of time out of your day. You're going to have to do some trainings. People are going to still need to know kind of what's expected at first. So what the best thing that you can do here is put together a folder that you can share with them with just on Google Drive. If you go to drive.google.com, I'll see if I can get here without showing a bunch of stuff off with whatever, but you can click this new button right here and create a folder. And anybody has Drive. If you have Google, you can jump in there and use Drive. But you can create a folder, and you can actually share that with them, right? That's how I share these documents with you. I just create a document on this is on spreadsheets.google.com, and I click share, and then I can share that with whoever I want. I can just make it public and gather a link from it, and that's that link that I leave in the document for any of you that don't know how to do that. So again, click the share button. when you click share, it's going to, I'm going to show you right now. When you click share, it's going to show you the people that it's shared with. You have to click down here to allow anyone on the internet with this link can view, and you can copy it. Now when you're giving it to somebody else to share, there's going to be an option here to be an editor or a viewer or a commenter, and I always just put viewer, that way that they can't access those and ruin the templates that you've already made, but they can view it. Anybody can view it, right? And that's how you guys are viewing these documents too. So maybe this is a lot to be going over today, right? I know it's two platforms. Maybe you're familiar with them, maybe you're not familiar with them. But if you aren't, go over and familiarize yourself if you're at this point where you're ready to start outsourcing and adding more videos to your with your link in it, right? And you would just do the same thing as your videos, right? I better touch on that, right? So when you hire these people to work for you, they're using the same link that you are sharing with your own TikTok accounts. You're just getting more accounts pushing out videos and stuff to other people, new accounts, people that are new, right? And you can ask them for an image, right? Because you're going to create these accounts. You can just get them to give you the videos themselves, and you can create the accounts. I'm going to walk into it a little bit more with Upwork tomorrow, but you can have them give you the videos that they create, and you can post the videos on each account and just put a picture of them so that it looks that picture matches the video. Or you can have them actually physically create the accounts, 5 accounts themselves, and start posting, or 4 or 3 or whatever you agree with. 1 account, doesn't matter. And you can have them do exactly what you're doing, but they do it themselves. Now that may require a little bit more pay, or a little bit more, there's some negotiation you'll have to do there. Or you can just simply have them create the video for you, and you can post the video on an account. In that case, you're going to want to get a picture of them, just a social media image that shows their face. You can use like something like just an image, any image that they have on their social media where you found them. Maybe ask them for their Facebook profile, click their image, and add that image to the TikTok account if you're doing it that way. We're going to touch on this a little bit more, but I'm just kind of going over the basic outsourcing, how you would, a couple of the platforms that you can use. Tomorrow when we go over Upwork, I'm going to show you a little more in depth what you can do with it, but this is a good start, and you guys can start playing around with this and maybe seeing if this would be something that would work for you, right? We want to try to get the most people to these links as possible. It's the whole point of all of this. Now you can do a pretty dang good job yourself, but as you start to scale up and you really want to fly through, you can do some outsourcing and just kind of add this to your daily posting, right? And it'll add to your follower count. It'll add to your commissions in the long run, right? Because you're going to have more people coming and viewing your videos, and more people clicking on your link, and it's going to work out really well. And that's a great way for you to kind of put yourself into another position too, right? To where you can kind of have these videos going out. Maybe people are getting a little stale with your account. Maybe they're getting tired of seeing your face. I don't know. I don't think so. But, this just adds more to it. It just gives you an option to have more, right? And that's what we want. And we can free up time by doing this. We can have more time to start working on other things where we're going to get into here shortly. In the next couple videos, we'll get into some email marketing, and we will also get into creating longer form content on things like YouTube, right? So we're going to touch on that here shortly as well in a couple videos here. Not quite there yet. I want to get this outsourcing out for some of the guys that are already here looking to grow, kind of go a little bit farther with it and start scaling. So I wanted to get these out now. They probably would have been better out in a couple videos, but I have some people that are looking for the information right now. So, and you guys will shortly if you want to, right? If you want to go that route. And you don't have to. You're going to be doing great as you're on your own, but this will add another level to that, right? And like I said, even if it just frees up your time for you to start focusing on other things, that's going to be a huge benefit once we get into these longer form YouTube videos. Sorry, if you can, if you've been looking at this checklist every day, you have YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, your TikToks were up here, of course, and here's your YouTube full-length videos, and you can start adding some full. We're gonna get into that later, but not right now. But you know, this is all taking time, right? This is all gonna, as we start growing and making more and more and trying to scale and add more to what we're doing daily, that's gonna take away from our own personal time. This is a way, you know, outsourcing is a way that we can get that time back for ourselves and still have content going out and still gaining more and more commissions as we are growing, right? And now you can outsource for a lot of different things too. This is just for this, for what I'm talking about, to add to our videos, right? You can outsource for videos. You can outsource if you're wanting to grow on different social media too. Maybe you're wanting to grow on or add some cool copy to a Facebook post. You can outsource copy. You know, there's a lot of different places you can do that. But outsourcing is a key when you're trying to build a business and trying to scale that business to the next level. Outsourcing is going to be key to doing that, right? And maybe, like I said, maybe it takes you 3 months before you're there, 6 months even maybe, or maybe you're there after a month. It's really up to what you want to do and what you can do, right? What you know, physically can do or financially can do, or just what you want to do even. But yeah, I think that's good for today, just kind of going over those two platforms. Again, the platforms are going to be right down here in the outsourcing part of the daily checklist. You can find LinkedIn here, Indeed here, and we're going to touch on Upwork a little bit tomorrow, and I'm going to show you a cool way to get some content coming in from Upwork, where you can it's relatively cheap and you can start getting videos coming in rather quickly, right? So we'll go over that tomorrow. I guess the only other thing we want to go get to you guys today, or whatever, the only other thing I want to get to you guys today would be the email, the daily swipe. Let me just pull this up real quick for you guys. All right, maybe that one. I hope you guys are using these email swipes, because this platform works really well, especially once you start really getting some more leads coming in. You know, if you get your 5 accounts right at the beginning, and some of you can't, I get it, but if you do get 5 accounts right at the beginning, I mean, really, you're going to have a ton of. You're looking at, with 5 accounts, and if you set them up correctly, you're looking at 180,000 people that you are emailing every day at the end of a year. That's huge, right? That's huge. All right, so daily swipe. I'm just gonna put it right here on the okay. So let's jump into MLGS now. Head over to mailing system. Leave that alone. We're gonna select our leads. Yep. And the subject line is going to be "15 minutes and you're set for life." That's a good one, right? Because guaranteed people are going to be clicking on that. Set for life. Yes, set for life. The thing is, actually, with people that are using this platform, you know, I truly fully believe in this, right? So, I'm going to have to get rid of okay. No kidding. That is all it takes to spend per day to this system. That is all it takes to spend. Okay, wait a second here. That doesn't sound right, does it? That is all it takes. Oh. That is all it takes per day. That is all it takes per day. What was the thing? 15 minutes and you're set for life. That is no kidding. That is all it takes for this system. Man, that was a weird one. I should have picked a better one, but let's see. Let's see if we can make this make sense. We're going to use some copy here, copy techniques. That is all it takes for this system. System. No kidding. Yeah, okay, that'll work. No kidding. That is all it takes for this system to work. This is where you start, and the limits, we're going to change that. There are no limits. $100 to $500 per day for sure, and the rest depends on you. Learn how it works. Sincerely, name John. Okay. And I'm going to go get our link. All right, so we got our link. We're going to just attach it now. /MLGS. Okay. I like to change these a little bit to something like that instead of just the double arrows. I think it looks tacky, so that's kind of a better arrow. Alright, no kidding, this is all it takes for this system to work. This is where you start, and the limits, there are no limits. 100 to 500 per day for sure, and the rest depends on you. Learn how it works. Sincerely, John. Hit perfect timing and send that one. So, you know, that's your email swipe for the day. I'm going to leave that in your in the document, the description. Sorry, guys. And yeah, so to sum it up for today, let's just sum it up real quick. What what you can be doing here. So you can, I've shown you two platforms that you can use to help hiring for your outsourced work, right? Now, outsourcing just means you're just giving work that you're doing out to somebody else. You're outsourcing that work. So you're just hiring somebody else. Two platforms today we went over that you could use to hire somebody else: Indeed and LinkedIn. And they both work really well for finding candidates that you can hire and get started on this right away. Again, you do not have to do this right now unless you're at that point when you feel like you could start scaling. You know, you have a little bit of extra money coming in from this, or you have money already, you know, from your own personal self that you can use to start scaling a little bit more and start outsourcing so that you have more time to do other things. So you can start focusing. This is the most important part of this, is that it allows you to start focusing your time on things that are important to scale this business, or to make sure that it's running correctly, right? We can't do it all ourselves. We can't have the cake and eat it too when it comes to growing a business. We just don't have it in it. Trust me, I have tried, and the best thing that you can do for yourself is find talent for specific areas of your business that you can let them step in and take care of, while you start taking care of the things that are more important for you. What I noticed working with business owners in the past, one of the things where I would say a lot of people failed at in the beginning of their careers probably we're thinking about doing too much of the work yourself. You have to do it all. You're the owner of this business or the company that you're in, and you feel like it's all on your shoulders. You have to do it all. That is a big mistake because you're going to wear yourself out, but you're also not going to be able to pay the right amount of attention to the right places all the time. You're not going to have the capability to manage to your you're the best that you can be if you are run down or if you're pushing for time every day and then all of a sudden you get to a point where you're like, I have to do this, so I'm going to cut corners, right? And that is horrible. Or you just miss it because you don't have the time and you're missing deadlines and things that are important. So outsourcing is going to be key with business development and growth. It is going to be a huge saving grace, but you have to do it right. You have to set up some kind of hiring program where you can, like this, you put out a job post. You interview every single person who applies that is relevant to what you're looking for. You must interview them. You must vet them. You must make sure that these people are going to be able to handle the task. Then you can hire them. This takes me about a week for each candidate doing it like this because I want to see what they can produce as far as videos go for that week. And like I said, depending on how you're doing it, if you're just having them produce content and you're taking that content and uploading it, that's pretty simple. You don't have to have them worry too much about what they're doing on social media, how they're interacting. Although, it does help if they're managing their own accounts to some extent because you can step away and do more things. But that's not always the way that people want to go, and that's totally fine. You know, there's complications and there's benefits to each side. You managing it all or them managing their own accounts. There's going to be benefits and there's going to be complications associated with both sides, right? So if they're managing their own accounts, they're kind of in control of those accounts. There's not a lot you can do to jump in and help where you need to, or you're in a better position now that you're growing. You would really have to be on top of them with what they're doing. If you're managing the accounts and just posting videos for them, that's easy. You already know what you're doing. You're posting all the videos, and maybe it'll at least cut out all the time for the videos and give new faces promoting the link that you're using, right? And we're not always going to be just promoting this link that we created for each one of these platforms. I'm actually going to get into it a little bit further and show you where how you can start growing in different ways and how you can best utilize the traffic that you're getting from social media and where you can better put that. But we're not going to jump into that today. I don't want to go too much more than what I've already done for you guys because I know it's a lot starting out. It's a lot, even trying to grasp the idea of outsourcing sometimes. And I don't want it to overwhelm you because that's just the next step. Eventually, when you do start doing this, you're going to be in a position where you need to do this, right? To actually start growing. And you're going to be a lot better off maybe than where you are now. Or maybe now you're getting there, right? I know some of you are just having phenomenal luck already after this 2 weeks, right? And I am so happy for you guys. I really am. And I've talked to hundreds of you guys already. So, pretty impressive, you guys. And just keep it up. So, daily homework, right? You do your 5 videos on each TikTok account. You're sending those videos to YouTube Shorts, to each one of your YouTube Shorts accounts. 5 TikTok accounts, 5 YouTube Shorts accounts, and then you have 1 Instagram account that you're sending 2 or 3 videos to every day. Now, you can send, if you have time, send all 5 of your videos to Instagram periodically throughout the day and see how they work. I do 2 or 3. I don't see much difference when I'm posting 4 or 5 or 3 or 2, right? Post at least 2 or 3. And for the go-getters doing double the videos per day, that's awesome. That's awesome. Here's an option for outsourcing. Feel free to jump into LinkedIn or Indeed and start experiencing those platforms a little bit and kind of getting used to them so that you know where to go and what to do when you are looking to outsource. Some of you that are looking to outsource, jump in and outsource with those right now. Go ahead. I'm going to have more for you tomorrow on some other ideas for outsourcing and then the upcoming steps of success here where we're going to move into like email marketing and things like that. But that's not yet. So I'm glad you guys were here today and watched this video. If you liked it or enjoyed it, please leave me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified whenever my new videos come out. And I will see you guys tomorrow.